Tika's coming, I know she's coming. She never misses a video. And here she is. Hey guys, so today's video is going to be full coverage, acne coverage, foundation routine. You may be looking at my skin and be like, it's not that bad, but what the F happened here? So I never break out here ever. I don't know why my face decided to break out here. So this is the current situation. Most of this is actually not active. This is like just marks. I'm the worst for picking whenever there's something on my skin. I touch it, it's bad. Since I don't usually have breakouts like this, I thought this was a good time to take advantage and do a full coverage acne covering routine. So I'm just gonna jump right in and show you guys what I do. So I'm gonna start off with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I don't use a primer every day, but if I do have breakouts, I feel like a primer helps kind of smooth out the skin. And if I'm doing full coverage and I want it to last, then I like to use a primer. For foundation, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. This is for normal to dry skin. I actually have like combination oily skin, but I like this one over the original one. It's like the 24-hour one for oily skin, I guess. I don't have it with me right now. But I like the finish of this and it's pretty full coverage. I'm always switching up my foundation, so this is just the one I've been using lately. This is in the shade 204. This is a lot darker than my face, but my face is a lot lighter than my body, so once this is blended in, it actually works. I'm going to be using the buffing brush from Real Techniques. I'm not really buffing, I just like pat it into my skin. I feel like this is the best way to get full coverage, is not to like swirl it, it's just like push it in. And I always make sure to bring it down my neck. And I always bring it over my eyelids too, because the skin there is more transparent. I have like veins and stuff, so I like to cover that up. I always like to work on the clear part of my skin first, and then I go into the area that has a breakout last, just because I don't want to spread any bacteria. But none of this is really active anyways, but just in case. So this is just with foundation, and already I feel like it gives quite good coverage. Sometimes I'll go in with a second layer of foundation just on the one area. I guess I'll actually do that for the sake of the video. We're doing full coverage here. I like to wait for the foundation to dry fully and then go back in with a second layer. Gives a lot more coverage that way. And then also just using lighter pressure over the area. For under eye concealer, this one is my #1 all-time. It's from Hynt Beauty, I think. Yeah. Hynt Beauty is the Duet Perfecting Concealer. It is so full coverage, it's crazy. I used to say this was like a dupe for the Tarte concealer. It's in like a similar style bottle. This one is like 10 times better. I don't know why I was saying it's a dupe. It's like, it's above. So you only need a really small amount because this stuff is so pigmented. A little bit goes a long way. It's very thick, as you guys can see. Like, look at this. Ultimate full coverage concealer. So I like to tap most of the product in underneath, and then anything I have left over, I'll just use that on my eyelids. And then I have my sponge, and I'm just going to blend it all in. And then after I'm done blending in the concealer around my eyes, I just take any product that's left on the Beauty Blender and I put it on my chin and down the nose, just to do like a really, it's like a faint highlight, just to brighten it up a little bit. And then for setting, this is like my holy grail. This is the NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder. This is like $1.50 at the drugstore. I like to mix it with the Nye Banana Powder. So what I do, I feel like I'm gonna get powder everywhere when I open this up. That's the only thing I don't like about loose powders, is they're so messy. I just dump a little bit into the cap, and then I add some banana powder. I do like half and half. So there we have it. And then this is my favorite brush for setting under the eyes, the Sigma Soft Blend Concealer F64. So I'm just gonna mix the powders together, and then I'm going to bake under the eyes, kind of. I don't do like hardcore baking. I kind of just like pat it on, not too much, but like a little extra. And then I use the leftovers to set the eyelids and wherever I was like highlighting. And then I just go in and I brush it away so I don't leave it for too long. I really need to put eye makeup on now because my eyes look kind of scary. And then this is my all-time favorite concealer for covering blemishes. It's the Maybelline Fit Me. This is like pretty much empty. I'm gonna have to go buy a new one like today. I'm gonna be scraping out the end of this. Moving back over to the problem area. Also, this is in the shade 10 Light. I always get this one. So I'm just going to scrape out any concealer that's left in here and just tap it on to the issues. And then my favorite brush for blending out concealer is from Firma. This is the 201. I think it's actually like an eyeshadow brush, but I always use this one for concealer. So I'm just gonna go into the little spots up here. And then, so I just like to tap the concealer and blend it together. And just using light pressure gives the best full coverage. So I'm not using a ton of force to blend it in. So I think that looks pretty good. If I want more coverage, I let this dry and then I go in with another layer of concealer, but I don't think this looks too bad. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm going back in with this little powdered concoction and I'm just going to set where I put the concealer. So just like lightly tapping again. I'm just putting on a little bit of mascara because I feel like my eyes are looking weird right now. So that is the finished face. If I want to lock it in all day, I'll use the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. Don't use it right after you apply mascara because you'll get mascara on your skin. So that is my full coverage foundation routine. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. I'll write all the products and everything down in the description box in case you missed anything. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys on my next video and peace out.